Hello, in this video I'd like to show you Proconweb Style Guides. The Style Guides allow you to change the appearance of buttons, checkboxes, sliders and some of the more advanced areas. If we start with a button, we drop it down and by default in the class it's of a type, of a display design and a style button.default. If we drop that down, you'll see it's got curved edges, so that's how it looks. So if we now go and we select a different style of button, so this time in the class, in the display, we change it from design to default and OK that and place it on the screen. Remembering it drops it down at the top left corner, drag it into position, zoom in and compare the appearance. So there are your two defaults. You don't need to do any work, just pick the one you want. So if I require a different style of button, I can go into the style guide and create different versions. So user interfaces, style guide, simple controls would be buttons and sliders, etc. So go into there and you'll see at the moment I've got 3 different types of button: variant default, variant button 1 and variant button 2. To delete it, just highlight the grey area to the left, whole row illuminates, delete. Okay, so that's my variant I've created early today, button 1. So you can see you can add shadow, adjust the frame, etc. So if I click into button 2 I've just created, I can go into the frame and change the style. So if you look across to the right, I can change the line width. Okay, make the line thicker, and all different views are shown changing to give you an idea of how it will look on the panel. So you have the default view, inactive view, special, engaged, pressed and inactive. So if I want to change the radius, put more of a curve on the button, I can do that. Or if I want to just tick rounded, it will round it off as best as it can. And the line style we just saw, colour, so the default is black. I can pick any system colour or I can pick project colours I've defined. Then you can go into the font and you can change the font. So you've got various fonts available to you, quite a large selection. So we're going to pick that one and then we'll pick italic. And again you're getting a preview there of the text. So I think we need to make it bold, make it stand out a bit more. You can just use the slider if you wish to change the font size. So to change the colour, same principle, just pick in there. Okay, and you're getting a preview of exactly how it will appear when it's dropped on the panel. You can also go into different areas. You have shading, so click into there, activate shading, and you can apply a horizontal offset so the shading appears to the left, or move it across to the right so the shading appears there. And then you have vertical offset, so it can be fully vertical, fully horizontal, or a combination of the two. Then you can apply smoothing and you can adjust the size of the shadow, and again you can adjust the colour. Just an example, you could spend a little while looking at these and playing with them until you're happy that it appears as you wish. So I click into there, I can go into the class and go into the button default and pick one of these other versions. So if I pick button 2, make sure you highlight the grey area so the whole row is illuminated. and OK that. Apply some text, we'll call it stop. Okay, so that's how that will appear. So we're just going to drop a few different examples down here just as a comparison to see which we prefer. So if we pick the standard button default, place that down and just put some text in there again, and we'll just call it stop again, uppercase. OK that. OK, so then we'll do one more and we'll put button 1 as the variant. So highlight the whole row, OK that. Place it down because we're in a class at the moment, then double click back into it and edit the instance, remembering the difference between an instance and a class. If you're not sure, I'd suggest you watch one of my previous videos that explains that in a little bit more detail. Okay, so there's 3 variants. So it's just a case of spending time and developing your own style if you're not happy with the default style we offer you. If you go into the style guide, you've got simple controls, as we said, buttons, tag display, combo box, checkbox, bar graph and slider. And then you also have the other options such as complex controls, and in there you've got the grids, the charts. So charts would be things like displaying a trend, and grid would be displaying messages or alarms and reports. So all of those are customizable appearance, so quite flexible software. Okay, that's really all I wanted to show you today, just to give you an idea of how you can change basic styles to suit your needs. Thanks for watching.